You mentioned you would have all undefeateds in front of Alabama. With Oklahoma and Wake Forest both being undefeated, which one of those two teams would be in front of Alabama?
I had Oklahoma in front of Alabama right now, and I probably wouldn't have a problem if you put Wake Forest ahead of them. Wake Forest's schedule is extremely light. I mean, it is. And Florida State's not having the type of year that you would expect. Some of the other games, Virginia's not having a year. There aren't many teams even over 500 that Wake Forest has beaten. And while Oklahoma has not been pretty, at least they've played more than what Wake Forest has, including a non-conference game against a Big Ten opponent against Nebraska. I know, again, Nebraska's 3-6, but I do feel like Oklahoma's resume with 9 wins as opposed to 8 bumps them over the top for me. So I would have them slightly ahead. But again, if you ask me, predicting who do you think is better down the road and who has the better win-loss record at the end of the season, I would say Alabama without hesitation. And here's the thing I hate, because I think you could set me up and say, well, who do you think if Alabama played Oklahoma or Wake Forest, neutral site, who do you think would win? I without question would say Alabama, but what I hate about that line of thinking is that we also thought Texas A&M Alabama would blow out Texas A&M, and they didn't. Like, you can't just rely on what we think would happen. You have to, at some point, allow teams to earn and deserve their rankings as opposed to, who do we think are the 4 best teams? There has to be some sort of deserving aspect to the college football playoff.